Hello, everybody, and welcome to the second news video that we got this week on Memorial Day.
But first, a word from our awesome new sponsors. Check it out.
All right, taking off. What are you doing for the weekend?
I normally have that big cookout, but I can't have people over, so I don't know what to do. I've watched everything on Netflix and Hulu. I've got nothing.
You should try Crunchyroll. They're running a premium subscription for free for 14 days if you sign up. And trust me, it's worth it. A lot of good anime on there. I'm gonna hang out with my girl, and yeah, just make sure you lock up, put all this stuff up, and see you on Tuesday. All right?
All right. Yeah, I'll be right after you. I'm just gonna do this real quick.
What the hell?
Konnichiwa, Joe-san.
You're still here?
Yeah, never left, man. Too much anime. There's this one where called Food Wars, where they fight with food, and there's like all of these cool battles, and they make really cool stuff. And another one where there's a restaurant in Tokyo, but it's like also another dimension. It's like Narnia, and they make lizardmen, and then there's dwarves, and dude, it's so cool.
Have you been here the whole time watching anime and Crunchyroll in my house?
Yeah, it's really cool.
What the fuck? We have work to do. Clean all this shit up. Let's go. We gotta film stuff for the show.
I just made some ramen. You wanna eat some ramen? Watch anime?
Yeah.
Guys, go to crunchyroll.com/Angry Joe Show or click our link in the description below and get your 14-day free trial of Crunchyroll Premium right now.
Nani?
Guys, grab Crunchyroll Premium right now. Episodes are professionally subtitled, sometimes as soon as an hour after they air in Japan, and all episodes are ad-free and 1080p HD. Do I even need to say that they got Dragon Ball Super, Attack on Titan, and come on, guys, go check it out right now. Thank you so much for supporting the Angry Joe Show and supporting Crunchyroll, our sponsor. That's right. We have now brought Alex into the fold, the anime fold. Now, have you ever watched anime before?
Yeah, I did a lot. Like when I was a real little kid.
You didn't seem like a big anime guy.
No, I haven't watched it. Like I haven't watched it a lot. I mean, but like I grew up watching it. You know, as a little kid, and then through middle school and high school, I watched a little bit of it. But now with the free trial, I was able to check out Food Wars, which is really cool.
Guys, sign up. Use our link below. We'd really love to work with Crunchyroll long term because they are freaking awesome. We've been working on this one for a little while. That's why I'm so excited. So every week I would like to do like a recommendation with you guys. So right now, the Fist of the North Star, but in the future, there's a sci-fi series on there. I'm going to tell you about it next week. But watch Fist of the North Star.
I still need to see season 2 of One Punch Man. I finished the first one, loved it. Second one, I need to watch it.
Joe's girlfriend, or ex-girlfriend, was trying to get him to watch a bunch of anime, making fun of him that he doesn't watch anime. So, guys, don't be like other Joe. Watch the anime.
I watch it.
You did. All right, guys, thank y'all so much. Let's get straight to the news.
All right, we talked about how Doom added Denuvo, anti-cheat, and everyone hated it. Everyone was super pissed that they added this thing after the fact. It ran while you were playing even single player. You got kernel access. The huge drops in performance. And we got a response directly from id Software, and they're taking it out.
Good.
They listened. They're like, look.
Excellent.
They put in a bunch of bullet points.
It's what we wanted.
They said, like, this is what our intentions was. It wasn't Bethesda. I was of the opinion Bethesda probably threw it in there because they're dicks.
Me too.
Bethesda's
Look at them owning up.
Yeah,
they're owning up. They're like,
nice.
It's us. We wanted to make sure that our multiplayer didn't have cheaters because there's a ton of cheaters in games right now. We didn't think that it was going to be a huge issue of performance. It was. We didn't think people were upset. They were. So they're going to remove it in the next patch. And they're going to look into ways to protect their multiplayer game to prevent cheaters from going forward. But this is kind of a good thing, right? So we see when people make decisions, like companies make decisions, and the fans just immediately go, nah, what are you doing? And they don't listen to it. That's bad. And that's where you get into EA. That's when you get into Activision.
You're going to have a bad time.
But when other companies do something like this, when id Software can just be like, look, we're listening to you. That's a
tried
really
it.
good thing, right?
Yeah.
So
A lot of people are scared of the fact that the hate mobs will have the companies do whatever the hell we want.
Yes.
And they say, oh, these guys are just trolls, and then they shouldn't change things, and this is the wrong way to do it. But, a lot of this stuff comes from good intentions, and the companies aren't going to do it unless it works for them or we're right in some way. And this leads me to believe that the metrics between, hey, if we use Denuvo, which is on kernel, and it does all these different accesses and slows things down and screws up drivers and all this other bullshit, the gains we get from that in the percentages is probably not as much as if we went with a different anti-cheat system or we monitored things in a different way. That kind of proves it, at least to me, at least with this particular multiplayer game, because it's not like Doom Eternal's multiplayer is the most massive, elaborate thing, So I think that at least in this specific case, it's a good thing. We got what we wanted, and we got rid of a intrusive type of anti-cheat program, and they'll take a different path.
Yeah, we'll have to see. I mean, we have DLC coming from them sometime soon. I'm curious to see if they're going to beef up the multiplayer, try to get more people playing it, and what solution they have there.
They're adding content, free content all the time, which is another reason why I like Doom Eternal, and I gave it a 10 out of 10 legendary rating. Because I already enjoyed the single player, and then the multiplayer is just the icing on the cake for me.
They really were harping on like the stability issues and the performance issues, because it was a game that performance is really everything. That's not a game where you want stuttering or drop some. And so it looked like people's claims that they've had about Denuvo for a long time. It's like, look, this thing ruins the performance of your game, and you're touting all this performance. So it was probably what made them the decision. But Marty Stratton put a big Reddit post up there, was answering some questions on there. It was really nice. It's nice to see people actually interacting and not just saying, we put it in, deal with it. So good on you, Marty, and everyone on the Doom Eternal team. And to the next story, also about someone listening to outrage of fans, the Culling. You remember that the Culling?
The Culling, the greatest battle royale game of all time. I'm so happy it's back, guys. I cannot wait to pay per match. I just love wasting my money, just burning it. It makes me feel like a badass.
So we've got a response from the Culling this week, and what is it? Zavient Software decided that people were doing news stories. People were memeing on them, and they were complaining that, look, we're going to pay 33 cents per match.
It was.
It's absolutely terrible. Now, they're of the opinion that this monetization, and in their words, scheme, it's a monetization scheme, is still worth doing. And it makes sense, and it's just a matter of the way that they put it out there. But in a concession, they said that they are not going to do it one free game. You're going to get 10 plays per day. So that is a better thing. So I'm still not going to play it.
It's still not a fix, though. You're doing something else different. Your monetization scheme. You need to fix the core problem. Use your game. Stop focusing on the money aspect of it.
Yes.
There you go, Joe.
If you do the core thing, then people will come.
Yes.
You'll get the money.
You get the money?
Oh, you get 10 plays. I don't fucking care. I don't want to play your game right now.
I just saw Scarface, so.
You get the money.
You get the money, then you get the power, then you get the women. And the Culling's doing all wrong. He's trying to get the women, and then the money, and then the power. No, don't go like that. You get the game, then you get the money, then you get the power.
Yes.
And if you want women, they're somewhere in that. Somewhere? No?
In the game?
Just game. In the game?
I don't know. I'm not going to play the game to find out. But they were listening to the fans at least, but they still have this horrible monetization scheme that doesn't make me want to play it. I don't want to get to the point where I'm in a groove with you guys. We're playing games all day long and go,
I'd rather play Warzone.
Oh, dude, I hit my limit. Yeah, but the difference is, like, Warzone you didn't even have to pay for.
I know.
You
it's
have to
free
pay
to play.
for Culling, and then
and
you have to pay.
by the way, when we play Warzone on all of our computers here, we do way more than 10 matches a day. I'm just letting you know. We do more than 10 matches a day. If you want to check us out, twitch.tv/ twitch.tv/Angry Joe Show. Self-promotion.
And we win every now and then, too. Like,
Yeah,
we've
we
been doing
actually
way
started
better.
getting firsts.
Yeah.
We're getting consistently in
Yeah.
top 5, top 10.
Yeah, that would piss
I'm very proud of you, Joe. Joe has reached the next level of FPS gaming. Come check us out.
From here
twitch.tv/Angry
to
Joe
here.
Show. It's getting more than 3 kills every match. So that's all we were looking for.
But yeah, that would kind of suck, though.
Posting 0.
If like if we were playing Culling and I would start it before you guys, I'll play a couple matches and you're like, hey, we're hopping on. I was like, oh, I only have 5 games in me.
I only have 3 left because I used all my tokens.
We
okay.
need to sync this up.
Yeah. So my response to that is still terrible. It still is a stupid-ass scheme. Charge people for the game and then make the matches free, unlimited. Or make it free to play and put in some bullshit, boxes or passes or whatever other people do, because at least that way it's free. And then you have that on the side. Choose one. Don't combine both of them together where you're paying us up front and then you're paying us per match. Only we're giving you 10 instead of 1. 1 was stupid as fuck. We realized it was stupid as fuck. Can we do 10? No!
Still stupid, but not
It's
stupid
still
as fuck.
stupid. Yeah. It's still very stupid. No, it's stupid as hell. Not stupid as fuck. Okay? So all you've gone is from hell to fuck or fuck to hell. All right? So don't this is not the right approach, okay? Anyways, should we play it now?
No.
No?
I don't want to play it.
We get 10 free matches. Just
Let us
10.
know in
No,
the
you don't.
comments if you want us to force Alex to play it.
You have to pay $6.
That's true.
You're going to give them
I know.
$6?
No,
and then you're going to give them $6?
It's
and then
going to
you're
be
gonna give them $6?
$18 of money wasted.
Yeah. Look, there are games that do free to play really, really well, and they take advantage, by using cosmetics, and that's fine. And if they're like, hey, we don't have big companies backing us, we can't do it. It's like, then you need to rethink from the design. You don't develop the game and go, oh, we don't have a way to make money, so we're just gonna. Yeah. We talked about the milking, thing in the last video. It's like
the teats.
Yeah.
You're gonna have 10 people playing this game, and you're gonna have to milk the shit out of those 10 people to pay your bills.
100 people. I'll give them 100 people.
100 people.
Here's the thing: can you imagine if Alex was playing before us, and then we get into we start playing, and then Alex is like, I'm sorry, man, I only got 3 matches left on my thing. I'm like, Alex, god damn it! So now we got to play 3 matches, and we lose Alex, and then Joe, how many do you have left in your account?
2.
8 today, 2 tomorrow. Then we wait around for 12:01. Okay, you ready to go? You got 7. Well, now we only have 3 each because we play.
Do you think it resets on your PC's time, or if they use different, like, is it daylight savings? Does it take advantage of that? Because what happens, and you can't feed them after midnight.
I know the best method for playing it.
Not playing
it. Uninstall.
Well, no, if you have to pay $6 to install it. Just don't even. You got to nip it in the bud. Just no. Nuh-uh.
Oh boy.
All right, so that's the news on the culling. They're sorry. They're gonna fix some things, and I still don't want to play it. So figure out a different way to monetize your game, and then maybe.
What would make me happy is either charge people $10 up front and then free, and then do some microtransactions on the back end or some season pass, or do free and do a season pass, sort of like Warzone does it.
Yeah, well, like Dead by Daylight has an interesting thing where you pay $20 up front and then you get all the games that you want. So it's like instead of charging $6, charge the $20. Put out a game where it's worth $20, and then
make the game worth $20.
Then do cosmetics later on to supplement along the way. But I think that this one is a terrible scheme. They need to rethink it.
Maybe we should play it just so we can review it for you guys, or at least give you our impressions so that we can be for sure. Because who knows? Maybe this new version of Culling with the stamina, reduced or increased, just turned it into a legendary.
The third attempt, right?
This is for Culling 2. Yeah.
Okay.
Culling 1.
For Culling 1.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is not Culling 2. They're not bringing back Culling 2 because that thing was a piece of shit.
Okay, so there was Culling 1, Culling 2, and then Culling 1 Part 2.
Culling.
I don't know. I just said
anyway,
fuck it. I don't care. I don't think I want to play it unless you guys make me play it.
Okay.
Gonna make you.
All right. Let's talk about another really successful game, Anthem. We got a great blog post from Christian, and who's the studio director for BioWare Austin, that's leading up the very small 30-person team to completely overhauling Anthem. Which was that failed live service game. I don't know if you heard of it.
No.
We don't really talk about it too much. But
Christian, can we go and check it out? We'll drive up there, get a little Q&A session, see how things
I'd love
are going.
to interview and just say all right. Look, I'm not blaming Christian for the issues, right? But as someone who loves the idea of like flying around and shooting things, like the Anthem looks cool, but it's not good, and it's like it has potential.
It has potential. It could be. So I'm curious.
Yeah, that's why I want to go over there and ask, like, not like hate questions. Like, hey, what are your plans? How do you think? You
Look,
can improve on
at this
this
point, I'm done making fun of Anthem, and I want them to revamp the game, and I want it to be, really great again, and what they had promised. So let's see.
So he had said that they were in the incubation, like prototyping stage. It sounds like they're going way back. They're not talking about just like tweaking. So it's like we got the engine, we know what things are going to look like, but we are going way back in as far as like the design of the game, which I think is exactly where you need to start. Yeah. He says the Anthem incubation team
is. How much can you change?
It depends on when they're releasing this thing.
And how much money are they putting into it?
Well, EA's got that FIFA money. Like they can put as much as.
I don't know.
So it's kicked off, and we are starting to validate our design hypotheses. It essentially means we are going back to experimenting.
Exact science.
Yeah.
Gotta resurrect. It's
alive.
So they're going to prototyping. They're going to improve the areas where we believe we fell short. He goes, this is a very long blog post. And then ultimately says there's going to be things in the game that you wanted to see that we decided not to put in. There's going to be things and vice versa.
You mean like that fucking cutscene where like shit was actually exciting? I was like, oh, yeah, can't wait to play this part. And then the cutscene ends, and that was a long time ago, and you don't get to play the cool part.
You don't get to play any of that stuff, yes. And so they said they're going to keep up with the blog and make sure that people are up to date, and so that we kind of know what the process is like. But we got to realize that Anthem was in development for 6-7 years, and now they're going to be in this process for at least 2, maybe even longer. This is going to be really.
It's not going to be longer than 2 years.
You don't think it's going to take 2 years?
You think 4 years,
Joe? From scratch.
How fucking irrelevant is this game going to be in 4 years,
they are
Joe?
Trying.
Joe, you got to bring down that estimate, man. I'm just telling you about realism.
There's only one way to find
realistic
out.
takes.
We're going to go meet up with Christian.
All right, I'm going to say
BioWare.
2.
Let's
He's
go.
saying 4. And
Alex,
I'm going to say
saying?
in both cases, it's just going to be too late, too little, too late.
Yeah, I think 2.
If you did Anthem 2, maybe.
Yeah, I don't. It could be as like if they're trying to do something late 2021, but I think it's going to be like first quarter 2022.
It's just a fact of the matter. You don't release a game and then it fail and it be all fucked up and then you lose player base all the way through and then you re-release it. That re-release is never going to be a higher or double level than the original release.
That to the
original hype that came with the first. Joe, you can't compare the Culling with EA's BioWare.
It worked with Final Fantasy, and I know that's it's a one-off, right? It happened one time where they're like, look, this is trash. We're going to take it off. We're going to redo it, and then it's a smash success after the fact. So it did happen once.
Yeah, but I would be willing to bet that the audience on that second time for the Final Fantasy MMO still started lower than the initial release. Now, good word of mouth has then taken it back up, perhaps above the original thing, and that is the way it should be, and that's how it should happen. But can Anthem do that same thing that Final Fantasy MMO did?
I mean, it's EA, so probably not. But I mean, as someone who wants to play the game, I mean, I hope that they do, because I mean, we never hope that they're bad, except for sometimes. But like, I want to actually play a good Anthem game.
Okay.
All right, the last thing I want to talk about this week is we got Call of Duty leaks
yes, for like juiciness. Mm-hmm. Let's get to it because I am a big Battlefield man, but recently
Warzone man.
Battlefield has fucked it up. Battlefield 5 fucked it up,
yes.
and not giving us the maps we want. We're like, hey, you're going to include the Americans? Yeah, towards the end, right when we're going to put the game out, are we going to get any famous Russian maps? Nah, just here's Tom Cruise. What? What are you doing? What are you doing? And I know a lot of friends that did Battlefield 1 and then just said, nah, fuck it. So they're still waiting from Battlefield 1 for a good Battlefield. Yeah. And during this time, Call of Duty kind of filled the void for us. Never would have thought it. Such a big, hardcore Battlefield fan. Now I'm actually a Call of Duty fan on Modern Warfare. They got the ground war, they got the war zone, they got the vehicles, and they've improved and actually listened to their player feedback. Mm-hmm. Battlefield seems like they're off in a corner smelling their own farts or something. I don't know what it is, but I'm hoping that they can improve. So, at least we know what's next for Call of Duty?
We do. So for I think it's like the fifth.
I wonder
or
if Battlefield will copy it.
Maybe for like the fifth or sixth time in a row, Call of Duty Activision has not been able to do their own release. This got leaked again, as it always is leaked by just some random person who just breaks an NDA. So we're getting Call of Duty Cold War, Black Ops Cold War, and so the leaks were put out.
80s.
Mm-hmm. It would be
nice.
It could be really
M16s, the old green camo and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Though it is kind of boring, right? We didn't go full, is it going to be alternate history Cold War? That'd be fucking sweet.
We don't know.
We do full-blown warfare.
So we do know that Treyarch's leading this one. So the series began in the 1960s before leaping into the future for its sequels. It could be exciting stuff. There's a lot of things going on in the Cold War, all the proxy wars that went on.
Yeah, proxy wars, yes.
And so it would be nice to see. I like Battlefield Vietnam, but apparently I was in the minority of people because people were like,
I met a new friend. His name's Jimmy, and he loved that's one of his favorites. We got to play sometime Battlefield fucking Vietnam.
I want to play Medal of Honor. I want to reboot that.
Yeah. Bring back.
Hey man, that what was it? Allied
fun.
Assault was pretty good with the Normandy beach landing and shit. But yeah, that series lost its way over time. Yeah. But here's the thing: is that Cold War could be cool. I think it could be cooler if you go alternate history and we kind of go crazy with it because. You would think that the 80s were kind of pulling back on the customization, right? Because there was fewer weapons available. Well, I don't know. That may not be true. We'd have to talk to the history buffs who know their shit on what weapons were available during that time. But I would love. I think it's going to be cool, and I also think that Battlefield is going to copy it because I always felt like Battlefield was going to eventually do this, Cold War, 80s, M16s, but they didn't. They went to World War II. So, yeah, I don't know.
I want Battlefield.
Didn't any of y'all play Operation Flashpoint?
Yes.
I fucking love that. That shit, when that first came out, because that was like the Cold War kind of thing and, proxy wars on islands where you do more realistic kind of thing. That would be cool. So, I'm excited if that's true.
Yeah, so we do know that. So, according to everyone who's...
How true do you think that source is?
I mean, it was backed by all of the different things. So Eurogamer has said they confirm it. PC Gamer said that they confirm it. With a bunch of people, they're like, yeah, cool. Everyone just once the cat was out of the bag, everyone's like, yeah, that is what's happening. Yeah. And so they're putting it out. We'll get this real soon. This will be the 5th major Black Ops game from Treyarch.
Okay, so it's Black Ops, and then they're going in the Cold War, a little more Black Ops and Cold War. Okay, cool. Yeah, the Black Ops series has been good.
Yeah, so...
except for the last one, which decided to drop single player. So hopefully they do not just drop single player and they decide, hey, we're bringing single player back, plus all the stuff that we brought you last time. Now you're going to have a fucking Call of Duty that can reach, 8, 9, 10 on our Angry Joe scale.
Well... if it's $60, I would be fine if it's $30 and it doesn't have single player. No, I want single player games.
Fuck that.
Yeah, push that.
Don't you do that, Alex?
Hey, they're gonna charge.
That was the last Black Ops.
They're gonna charge $60 anyway.
Yeah,
so, yeah,
correct. So let us get our goddamn single player.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's anything else that you guys wanted to cover?
No.
Any smaller things? What about Guinness? That's something that we want to talk about. So
let's talk about
there was a brief freak out that Guinness, as in the Guinness Book of World Records.
Yeah. Which we are in. Remember that, Joe? Like there was a post. Somebody just told me, Joe, you're in it. I didn't know. Yeah. It was like top 32 reasons why Fable 3 sucked ass or something like that. I made the Guinness Book of World Records. I don't know. It's like
copyright them.
Yeah, they're going to copyright my videos now, apparently, because go ahead.
So there was some speed run videos, like Super Mario speed run videos, that were getting claimed by Guinness. And it looked like they're like, because in the title it's like world record run, and so Guinness was claiming. I was like, oh, what is happening? This is super weird that they're claiming my video.
Well, no, they originally asked that speedrunner, be like, hey, can we get your video? We're gonna put it in the world records. Oh, yeah, cool. And so then they give him the video, and then they claim his video, and then they claim everybody else's speed runs.
Yeah,
you gave it
because
mine.
Speed runs are very similar. In order to get that top efficiency, you're jumping around the same time, you're shooting around the same time, and they just started claiming everybody.
So it looked like they were.
Your shit is ours because we mentioned it in the book.
Apparently not the case. They've come out and apologized. Said no, that wasn't what we meant to do. It was like this automated piece of software
good.
within YouTube that was just
Good.
like claiming all these things. They claimed to have fixed everything,
Yes.
and they reversed all
Yes.
these claims.
That's good.
And they're very sorry about everything. But it
And
looked really
that's
funny.
thanks to the YouTube community. Several YouTubers put out videos saying,
Hey, what's going on?
Spread this issue around. That was May 25th. That was actually today.
Today's 25th.
Today. And it got resolved real fucking quick.
Yeah.
So that's the power of YouTube. That's the power of the gaming community. We come together and we kind of can try to right some wrongs. So Guinness Book of World Records says, sorry, it was an error. It was an error.
I don't think that they were going out manually claim everything. I mean, maybe. I don't know.
No,
No, I
you'd
don't
have to
think
ask the
so.
people that got claimed whether they were manual claims or bots.
I want to see screenshots. I want proof because we need to know.
I'm sure they're there.
All right. Well, that's all that we've got this week.
Yep. Thank y'all guys so much for watching. We want to thank our brand new sponsors, Crunchyroll. Guys, please support us. Crunchyroll supporting us. Click that link down below. See if there's an anime that you enjoy on Crunchyroll. In fact, if you already have it, let us know which one's your favorite so we
Some
can
nice
start watching it.
recommendations.
Yes. All right. And I know Alex has been up on that Food Wars.
Food Wars.
And Joe, we've got to
So,
force him to
Goblin
watch
Slayer.
something. Tell Joe what to watch. And, yeah, we'll see you guys on the next Angry Joe Show. Bye,
Bye,
guys.
guys.